Hi guys, so today we are looking at dashcam. This is Chortau? That's how we would spell it? Chortau? I don't know. It's BT13. I would say Chortau, but BT13. I got that on Amazon for £38. It has a really good reviews, so I decided to give it a go. I had a few issues with it from the start, but nothing major. It's just, not knowing how the item works and a little bit of a misunderstanding and this and that. But I have to say that the support that you have mentioned in that little brochure in here, uh, support at chortau.cc, these guys were really good. They've answered all my emails really quickly. Well, I've sent them 3 emails, but I got an answer within 24 hours with instruction what to do, which I actually find quite impressive. Because if you think about it, this is just a tiny little plastic item. It's very light. You have your fix. For the camera it will be tripod fix, but it's just the holder fix in here, and then your power source, your back camera entry, and then there is a few buttons here and SD slot. If you ever had GoPro, you would know how to use this. You basically are clicking a lot, making selections. You have to, get used to it because it's not a touch screen. You just have to, going up and down, going in a menu and submitting on this side and this and that. But once you've used it a few times, it's fine. Trust me, it's fine. Okay, so first issue that I actually had with it was the SD card itself, right? The SD card sits here. If you can see, I'm just pushing my fingernail on there and it's coming out, right? This is a new SD card that I got, ScanDisk 32 gig, right? I had some old SD card in lying around my house from old GoPro that I had, and I was trying to use it and it didn't work. It was really annoying, and I thought that camera was faulty at that point. But $5.99 for the new micro SD, and it's working fine. The problem number 2 was actually putting the SD card in the camera, right? You're just putting it like that, and then you have to push it in. You have to push it in until you hear the click, right? So let's go ahead and do it. It's just literally, there is like a springboard in there. It just bounces back really vigorously. So let's see, 1, 2. Oh, there you go. Third time lucky. So that went in. So it will go in. You really have to just feel it and push it, and there you go. It's working, right? How do you get the footage of this camera to your computer? Well, most of you will have this with your SD card, but in the newer laptops you actually have SD card slot. So you can just take this SD card directly from the camera, plug it into your laptop, and access it like any other drive, like USB stick, right? But there's also this adapter, like all the SD cards are coming with those. So if you have older laptop like I do, I have older Chrome, and this is perfect, right? So you cannot use this camera without, it doesn't have much battery life. So if I try to actually start it, I've plugged it before, but I think it's gonna be really half dead. Yeah, there we go. That's actually not too bad. Okay, cool. Right. So a few things. The menu is here on the side. So we are obviously starting from the camera mode. So it's got a few modes in here. This is the camera mode. M for mode. You press the button for M. This is the picture mode, right? And another button, another click on M. This is the file mode, so I don't have any pictures currently on it or any videos, so the SD card is empty. You see, the battery is not holding because this camera is not the camera you will just go around and take videos with. It's supposed to be plugged. So what I'm going to do in a minute, I'm going to plug it to my laptop because that's the way I've been testing it. So we are on the file, let's click again, and we are on a video, back on the video, right? So while you're on this video mode, you press this button here on the side, those little lines, And that gives you a setting for that specific mode, right? If I just go out with it, from it, and this is the video, press mode again. This is the a picture mode. If I press those little lines, that gives you the setup for the picture. So, well, self-explanatory, right? You have to be on the mode first, and then you're accessing the settings for it. If you click this again, that will give you the overall camera setting. So there's a lot of options in here. I'm not gonna explain all of them, but what people find confusing is the loop recording. You can change. I think you can change the loop recording. Actually, let's go out. Camera mode. Click it. Camera mode maybe. There you go. Camera mode. Menu. There you go. Loop recording is just here, right? Loop recording is where the camera records short videos, 1 minute each, 3 minutes each, or 5 minutes each. So when you have when there's a sticky situation on a road, for example, right, and you need to access the file really quickly, instead of going through tons and tons and tons of videos, you can just access the specific clip from a specific time, right? So let's say you've been driving for an hour and 45 minutes and something happened, there was a deer on the road, whatever. You go back home, you go to your camera, and you can access the clip from 145. Instead of going through the whole video. So that's the loop recording. You can switch that off, and that means your camera will be recording one long movie until the camera is until the SD card is full, or your battery goes dead because you switch it off, right? So it will be recording one long movie. So that's the loop recording. That's it, really. That's pretty simple. Motion detection, yeah, it's only recording when there is a motion detected. So I think people like to use that when they're parking. I'm not gonna be leaving my camera when I'm parked. Because I don't want to have a broken window and some junkie stealing it just to sell it for like £5. So yeah, I'm not going to be leaving my camera during a parking. I will only be using during driving. So motion detection. You can select whether you want to record an audio in your car. I don't, because who cares about my conversations? Date stamp, G sensor. So also what happens with the G sensor, when there's a vigorous shake, the camera locks the clip, right? So let's say you had an accident and there was like a vigorous camera was really shaken and detected that movement, and it will lock it will log the video from deletion, basically. So it's okay. I mean, like, yeah. What else is here? So let's just go to boom, boom. There's a park mode here. You can switch it on and off, date. And then you can have a screensaver, which I think is pretty cool, because when I'm in the taxi and my driver has a dash cam, I tend to look at the dash cam for some reason, because it's a really small screen and your eyes are drawn to it. So if you will be, looking at your dash cam, you won't be driving, and I don't need that. So screensaver is pretty good. It will just go dark, but it will still record, right? So that's pretty cool. I will definitely be using that. And that's that. Don't forget to format your SD card when you get it. You can format it in here, and don't forget to format it on a regular basis, because if nothing happened, depends what you're using it for, but I will be only using it for safety, and I really, really hope I never have to use a footage from it. I really do hope so. Yeah, basically format it so you have plenty of space. With a loop recording, once the camera is full, it will take the last clip. Like we said, right? You've been driving for an hour, you had a lot of clips, like you had, I think that camera actually has a memory with 32 gigabyte, it has 4 hours, right? 4 hours drive. So on your 5th hour of drive, the card will start deleting the videos from, beginning of your trip, and will try to, save that space and put new videos on top of them. So that's also the loop recording. And that's where this lock, the G-sensor lock is coming handy. You can also, when you have the video, you can also press this button here to lock some videos if you want to keep it. So you don't have to worry about it, because let's say we're driving and there is a deer and you wanna save that footage. You just press the lock, and that camera will save it. You continue driving because you're in the middle of the road. You don't have a means to take this SD card out, save the footage, and and continue. So you just lock that for your safekeeping as well. So that's pretty decent. What else? Oh, one of the problems that I had actually when I was testing it, I've plugged it to my computer, right? And the front camera was working fine, and then I've plugged the rear cam, and it didn't work, right? So when I got in touch with the support guys, they actually told me to test it in the car. So I went in the car, plugged the lightning socket thing. And it's fine, and it's absolutely fine. So the camera is working. The videos are being recorded from front and back simultaneously, right? Is that how you say it? Yeah, at the same time. They've been recorded, and also you can connect your rear cam to your reverse parking stuff. I don't know about that. I'm not going to confuse you guys because I'm not doing that kind of setup. Both of my cameras are in the car, so I'm not using it as a parking sensor or anything. I'm just using it for recording front and back while I'm driving, just for my own safety, because I am in London and people in London are crazy. So hopefully I will, like I said, I will never have to use any footage from it. Having said that, the other day I was driving and a junkie who stole a car was going right at me, and it was in North London on Saturday morning. So shit happens. Well, nothing happened actually because I was going very slow at that time, but if I had a cam, I could have showed you that footage, guys. But I have a cam now, and yes, hopefully I will have no footage to share. So I hope you found this video useful and it sheds some light on this camera. I think it's really good for a price. I mean, like, how fancy do you want to go? I'm yet to test the real footage from the road. Maybe I'm going to post something. What interests me is registrations. If you can read cars registrations, that's the most important thing that we all want to see, and just the performance of the camera overall. But that's a different video. This was more like an unpacking and just giving you a few tips here and there. So if you have any questions, just put it in a comment and I will see if I can answer it. Okay, guys, thanks.